Welcome race fans to the All American Speedway in Roseville, California. Since 1953, this third-of-a-mile racetrack has hosted a ton of exciting races, but none as exciting as this. Let's take a look at your top storylines heading into today's event. Ryan Newman, the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series driver, starts on pole. Meanwhile, Ryan Reed from the NASCAR Xfinity Series starts fifth. The story of today will be the guest drivers versus the series regulars. Who will be able to triumph? Casey Kane starts in last place. How far up can he make it up the field? Cody Johnson finished second last week at Atlanta, and he was fastest in practice too. Will he be able to triumph? Let's find out next. Don't go anywhere. NASCAR on TMG from the All American Speedway will return right after this. Welcome back to the All American Speedway in Roseville, California. We're almost ready to get things started here, but first, we need the command to fire engines. Drivers, start your engines! Engines fire up at the All American Speedway. Let's take a look at your starting lineup for today's event. On pole is the 39 of Ryan Newman, and next to him it's the 15 of Brandon Figueroa. Row 2 belongs to Donovan David and Cody Johnson. Back in row 3, it's Parker Ness and Ian Adams. As we move back to row 4, we've got the Xfinity Series driver Ryan Reed, next to last week's winner Drake Mays. Row 5 belongs to Eric Jones and Jonathan Mick, and back in row 6, it's the 65 of Julian Lozano next to the 99 of Trip McGinnis. Row 7 belongs to Josh Houston and Chase Bell, and rounding out the field, it's the 4 car of Casey Kane. These drivers are ready to fight for a win in front of a sold-out crowd. Green flag, we're racing in race 2. Through 3 and 4, Ryan Newman leads the field down the front straightaway, Donovan David in tow. Here comes Casey Kane, 3 wide down the back straightaway as they go into 3 and 4. Casey Kane's going to get around the outside of Josh Houston. Battle for the 5th spot between Ryan Reed and Cody Johnson. Down the back straightaway, Ian Adams is going to get to the outside of Ryan Reed. They're going to make contact. Let's take a look at a replay. Ryan Reed got loose getting into 3 and 4 and came back down into Ian Adams. Eric Jones managed to get by on the inside. But we stay green. Ryan Reed continues to battle the 10 of Ian Adams as they go down the front straightaway. Ryan Newman's going to come down pit road, and we got a spinner. Figueroa's around. He collects Parker Ness. The caution is out on lap 5. A 2-car pile up on the back straightaway. Let's take a look at how this happened. Looks like Figueroa was just slow coming off a 2. Got collected by Parker Ness and came back down right into him. Unfortunate, Ness was having a great run today. Anyway, we're going to cut to commercial break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the All American Speedway. Here's your top 5 after pit stops. Ryan Newman leads with Donovan David in tow, followed by Cody Johnson, Eric Jones, and Drake Mays. We're ready to go back racing with 4 laps to go. Green flag, we're back racing. Newman spins the tires on the restart. Here comes Cody Johnson. He drives it in deep. He slides up. Coming down the back straightaway, Cody Johnson has the run, and Ian Adams spins out in turn 2. That's going to leave tire debris on the racetrack. The caution is out once again. Looks like he just had a tire up. The tire finally gave out. He spun down into the infield. Luckily, didn't come back up and collect anyone. And I think we know where this came from. Earlier in the race, Ryan Reed drove it into turn 3 way too hard, came up the track, slid into Ian Adams, and there's the contact right there. Adams will continue, but he'll have to start at the back of the pack. Let's take a look at the restart that kicked this all off. Newman got a bad restart. Johnson drove it in deep, but he slid up into the 56 of Donovan David. They got 3 wide, but coming off the corner, Cody Johnson was able to prevail with that run. Cody Johnson has the lead, followed by Donovan David, Ryan Newman, Drake Mays, then Eric Jones in 5th. It's shaping up to be a great finish, and I think it'll be one. Green flag is back out. Going into turn 1 and 2, Cody Johnson has the lead, followed by Ryan Newman, and Donovan David gets loose. He collects Drake Mays. Donovan David on his side in the turn 2 wall. He pushed the tire out. The red flag is out. Cody Johnson had the lead, and there were so many cars involved in wrecks today. Here's a list of them. Parker Ness, Brandon Figueroa, Ian Adams, and of course, Donovan David and Drake Mays. Drake Mays, last week's winner, hoping to rebound. He will not do that. You can see Donovan David just got loose up in the marbles. Hard into that wall. Drake Mays just piled into him. Really, he just had nowhere to go. But nonetheless, the show must go on. Cody Johnson is going to have a lot of guest drivers hungry for victories chasing after him. Green flag, we're back racing. As they go into turn 1, Eric Jones making a move up the inside of Ryan Newman. Now we're on board with Eric Jones. He's up to second. He's cleared the 39. He set his sights on the 2 of Cody Johnson. But Eric Jones goes wide. Casey Kane's going to make the pass up to second place. White flag in the wind. Cody Johnson going through 1 and 2. Will he be able to get redemption from Atlanta? Last week he finished a crushing second, but no second place today. As he comes off of turn 4, Cody Johnson wins at the All American Speedway. What a win for the 2 of Cody Johnson. Here's the move of the race. When Ryan Newman spun his tires on that restart, Cody Johnson was able to take advantage. He took the second place through turn 1, and off of turn 2, he was able to get the run to the lead. And from there, it was his race to lose. Congratulations to Cody Johnson. Congratulations to the 2 of Cody Johnson. Him and Drake Mays have definitely set themselves up as the championship favorites for the Amateur Tour. Let's take a look at your finishing results at the All American Speedway. Winning the race was, of course, Cody Johnson, followed by Casey Kane, Ryan Newman, Eric Jones, Chase Bell, Ian Adams, and in 7th, it's Jonathan Mick. In Part 2, we've got Trip McGinnis, followed by Ryan Reed, Josh Houston, Julian Lozano, Brendan Figueroa, Parker Ness, Drake Mays, and rounding out the field, it's Donovan David. Here are the point standings after race 2. Cody Johnson leads the points, followed by Chase Bell, Jonathan Mick, Ian Adams, Drake Mays, Julian Lozano, and Donovan David. In Part 2 of the point standings, we have Trip McGinnis, Brendan Figueroa, Josh Houston, and Parker Ness with only 6 points. I think it's clear that Parker Ness has the performance and has the talent, he just hasn't had the luck. But maybe that'll change next week when we head to the Sierra Mountains Race Park for the first road course race of the schedule. But for now, we hope you enjoyed today's race from the All American Speedway, and this is the Motorsports Guy signing out.